Chargers and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 59. Mike to 59. Bam. Ready?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. 54. 5.
Mike spot 4.
Shoot.
Looking to throw. Herring this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it. 51. Mike 51. Too low.
On first down, Carrington. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, just like that. Watch twins. He's coming.
They'll try the left side. Carrington. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's third down.
Here we go. 50 set. 50 for Pittsburgh. He's good. Watch tight end.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's low. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
At the 1-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 54.
Hey, orbit.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
To throw from his end zone. Herring. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, echo.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Hey, watch out. Check.
From the gun, Herring. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Carrington. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jnyce07's. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Carrington. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey, one set. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herring looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's Hill, complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Cowboys nothing.
Down. 18 Gators.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Check, look at me. Door.
Hot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Herring under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
the 38. Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run on 1st down. Carrington. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 52. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
From the 41, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watch the safety.
On play action, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Undercrush.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Protein spill. Check 13. Hey, zoom. Hit it.
2nd and 10.
Check.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Herring. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Wow, Bill.
Now a give, right side. Carrington. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herring. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 21 yards away, as the Bears push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Right back to him on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Murray now. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Herring. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54 must.
Ready.
From the gun, Herring. He's got Evans. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First down, a run with Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here's 2nd and 8. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time.
And he will fight his way in. not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 15 of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go on fourth down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Murray now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. The 30. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will score a pick six for Bears touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over first down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go!
They'll try the left side. Carrington. And he's got room. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll come out in the pistol. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check line 54, line 50 to go.
Back to throw. Herring. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Carrington, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to run now. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Looking to throw. Herring. And Thomas has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Herring looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
On second down now, Carrington. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Carrington. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
He's not going to get me.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Murray now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it flop. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 89. Watch 89. I want that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.